to begin on this sixth Sunday in Ordinary Time. I wanted to spend just a few minutes on the first reading. It says, "Blessed is the one who trusts in the Lord. He's like a tree planted near running waters." And that same idea is repeated again in the psalm response. He is like a tree planted near running waters that yields its fruit in due season and whose leaves never fade. You know, my dear friends, when you understand that the divine cosmic love energy is where our roots are, and when we are connected to that divine cosmic unconditional love energy, we will always be spiritually grounded, and that's where we find fullness in life. You know, just yesterday I got an email from a friend who copied a little story that came off of the news. This police officer was on duty, but dressed as a commoner, and he saw early in the morning this young man dancing down the street. And he thought it was so curious, he went up and he asked him, you know, what was he doing? And he said, "Well, I'm very happy." He says, "I'm going to work." And they got into a brief conversation and found out that this young man has twins, boys, and he was in an automobile accident and lost his car, so now he has to walk to work. So instead of walking, he's dancing. And the police officer was so impressed that he thought, I gotta do something to help this guy. So they parted, and he was thinking, you know, if I get onto social media and tell this story, I might be able to raise some funds to help him, which he did. And then he went out and found this young man at his home. And they met outside his home, and this young man was carrying one of his twins in his arms. And the police officer handed him over $2,200. And this young man got so excited. He walked right up to the camera and he said, "All of you who have donated and helped me out, I want to thank you and I love you." It was a really wonderful story. My point here is that the policeman is grounded in love, and he found a way of sharing that love, and he was able to brighten up the life of this young man. You know, my dear friends, these stories are so important because they tell us that the scriptures are true, that when we function from divine cosmic unconditional love energy, that's when our life is truly full. That's the spiritual side of us, the most important side of us. And you know, yesterday also, I got a Valentine card from a friend whom I've known since she was an infant. And she now has her children who graduated from college. And she wrote this beautiful collection of all the things that were going on in her life. Both those that are pleasant and those that are not pleasant. It was really a beautiful statement of how God is working in her life. And she was not only lit up, but I was so honored that she took the time to be in touch with me and to share all those wonderful experiences. You know, my dear friends, we all need to be told the way you change the world is by changing yourself, anchoring yourself in divine, cosmic, unconditional love. Share that with everyone, every day, and you will find out how full your life can be. Make this a very special week for you and for all the people whose lives you touched this week. I love you all. God bless.